Welcome back to my channel Chemistry Drive with Melissa. Students, how are you? Hope you are doing well. We are meeting after such a long time. I promise you that I will not take such a long break now. Students, in this video, I hope to cover some of the important topics that have been left. For example, in the case of chapter haloalkanes and haloarenes, I am taking the nomenclature of haloalkanes and haloarenes. So let's start. So if we just study the rules of nomenclature as you have studied in Kava in this compound, first we have to take the longest carbon chain. After that, then we are to consider the halogen atoms that are attached to the carbon atom. If multiple halogen atoms are attached, in that case we are going to use the word di, tri and tetra, and we have to select the different number of halogen atoms also, and we have to name it alphabetically. Then different halogens, I have told you, they have to be named alphabetically. So let's take an example, and don't forget to mention their position also. You have to mention their positions also. For example, I am taking this chain of 5 carbon atoms. Now I am attaching some of the halogen atom here. Okay, so this is our compound. Now how we will name it? First we will select the parent chain, 5 carbon atoms. So for 5 here you are going to use the word pentane. Okay, then we will consider the halogen atoms in alphabetically. Which one will come? That is chlorine atom. So we will putting it as, so we will start the counting so that the halogen atom will get the lowest number. So our counting will start from here, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we will be taking is, since at 2 position there are 2 fluorine atoms, so we will be taking it as 2,2 difluoro. Then the position of chlorine atoms, one at 3 and the other one is at 4. So we will be taking it as 3,4 dichloro-pentane. So this is how you are going to name the haloalkanes. After that we will take some examples of it also, like methyl chloride. So you can see here that methyl chloride has only 1 carbon atom, so I will be putting it as chloromethane. This is the IUPAC name. Then ethyl chloride, it has 2 carbon atoms. For 2 carbon atoms you are going to use the word ethane. 1 bromo atom is attached, so halo atom will be placed before the parent name, so it will be bromoethane. Then the next one is, in the case of tertiary butyl bromide, you have to write it like this. From all the sides it is covered by the methyl group, and one is the bromo atom, so we will be calling it as 1, 2, 3. So 2 bromo, 2 methyl and pentane. Okay, so this is one of the typical structure I have explained you on the board. Then chloroform, it contains 3 chlorine atoms, so we will be calling it as trichloromethane. Then we will consider it as, the next one is ethylidene bromide, we will be calling it as 1,1-dibromoethane. Then allyl iodide. Students, this group is known as allyl group. Okay, this, the double bond here. So this group, so we'll be calling it as allyl iodide as a common name. But if you want to name it as in the form of IUPAC, so we'll be calling it as 1, 2, 3, giving the preference to the double bond. So it will be 3-iodo prop 1-ene. So this is how you are going to give the names to these compounds. So now nomenclature of haloarenes. In the case of haloarenes, you know how to name them. First, we are going to study the words. So, we are going to use halo word before any of the halogen atoms. For any of the halogen atoms, then if more than one substituent is present on the haloarene group, then we are going to calculate it as mono, di and tri, and we have to consider the relative positions of these groups also. For instance, I am taking this example. Here one chlorine atom is attached to the benzene ring. So we will be calling it as chlorobenzene. Similarly, if one more chlorine atom gets attached here, students, you must be knowing about the position. Suppose this is the main group, OH group, okay. Now there are positions. This one is the first position, then second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. So this is how you are going to give the positions to these halogen atoms attached. So in this example we are saying, suppose this is one position, so 1, 2 and 3. So we will be putting it as 1,3-dichlorobenzene. So it will end with the parent name benzene. Similarly, you have to consider the parent chain as well as the halogen atom attached to it. For example, this is, you know, one chlorine atom is attached to the third positions. So we will be calling it as 3-chlorobenzene. Otherwise, its common name is metachlorotoluene. This group is known as toluene, you know. So using common name, we're calling it as metachlorotoluene. And suppose this halogen atom is attached here. So students, this group is known as, benzyl. This is known as benzyl. So commonly you will be calling it as benzyl bromide. Okay. But in using IUPAC, you will be calling it as phenyl bromomethane. This one is phenyl bromomethane. So its IUPAC name will be phenyl bromomethane. You will be separating out all the units. So that's all for the nomenclature of haloalkanes and haloarenes. Hope you like my video. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Thank you so much.